So how do we actually measure speech segmentation performance? And two measures that are commonly used are recall and precision. And so recall, the idea is to recall or identify all the words in the speech stream that you should have. And precision is when you say something is a word, how often is it actually a word? So let me show you an example of this with this speech stream, which is "what a pretty kitty," which is glomped up here in IPA and spread out here with an English gloss underneath to what the perfect adult-like segmentation would look like. So let's suppose you segment it like that. So the recall calculation says, oh, well, the number of true words you actually found divided by the number of true words that you should have found. So you identified 4 words here, 4 true words, right? What, pretty, and kitty. And you should have identified 4 words. In fact, those 4. So your recall is perfect. It's 4 true words out of 4 that you should have found for a recall score of 1. Now, what about precision? Well, that's, again, the number of true words you actually found divided by, this time, the number of words that you guessed. So here you, again, found 4 true words, right? And you only guessed that there were 4 true words. So your precision score is 4 out of 4, just like your recall was, because this, again, is perfect segmentation. So let's see what happens if, for example, you have an under-segmentation error. So you've stuck "whata" together. What does that do to your recall and your precision? So let's do recall first. So you identified from these 3 things that you identified, 2 of them now were true words, pretty and kitty. And you should have identified 4 words, right? You should have got a "what, pretty, and kitty." So you only got 2 out of 4 on recall. Now your recall is down here at 0.5. What about precision? Well, again, you found 2 true words and you guessed 3 things. So 2 true words out of 3 things identified is 2 out of 3, or 2/3, or 0.666. So you can see how even just one simple under-segmentation error in this case can really drop your precision and your recall. In fact, what happens if we also add in an over-segmentation error where you're splitting up the word "pretty" into 2 pieces? What does that do? Well, okay, so let's look at it again. Recall. You've guessed 4 things: "whata," "pretty," and "kitty." How many of these are actually true words? Well, only "kitty" is, so that's 1. And you should have found 4 words. So you only found 1 out of 4, which is 0.25, right? What about precision? Well, again, you only found 1, but you guessed 4 things, and only 1 of those 4, "kitty," was an actual word. So again, your precision is low. 1 true word out of 4 things you thought were words is 0.25. And this right here is a little picture which comes from Wikipedia, actually, which may be a helpful visualization if you're familiar with signal detection theory, where you have true positives, which you want, and true negatives, which you also want, and then we have false positives and false negatives. So precision in the speech segmentation world is the true words identified. We're always concerned with the things you should have identified, right? The true positives. And precision is really saying, of all the things you identified, how many of them are true positives? So true positives over true positives and false negatives. Recall is, again, we care about the true words that you found, but we also care about the ones you didn't find, right? So you should have found all of these, but you only found these. So true positives divided by true positives and false negatives is really what recall is getting at. So you see, the focus is always on the true positives, the things that you should have found. Now, as a final word, one way that these 2 scores, recall and precision, are commonly combined together is in something called an F-score, which is the harmonic mean of recall and precision. You can see what this calculation is here, and we can see an example calculation here for perfect segmentation. When they're all at 1, when they're all 100%, the F-score is also at 100%, is at 1. But what we see is a balance when, for example, recall maybe is at 50% and precision's at 67%. You do the F-score, you get a single number out that tells you the harmonic mean of these 2 things, which is around 0.57. So you'll commonly see speech segmentation and other performance metrics for different tasks reported in terms of this F-score measure.